I've been to Singapore more than 20 times, and if I'm honest, it started to feel boring. Everything here works. It's clean, it's orderly, it's basically perfect, and that's exactly the problem. So this trip, I wanted to find out if there's a rustic, edgier side of this country that I've just never bothered to look for. But first, this week, Singapore's doing what it does best, putting on a show. Wow, I've been to Singapore so many times, and yet I have never been here before. This is the National Day Parade rehearsals, and this will be something completely new. It's my first time at National Stadium where they're holding it. And it's the 61st year of independence, right?
Yeah.
Wow, so that's coming up in a couple of weeks' time, so we get to see the rehearsals. Look at that! Wow! Whoa.
My answer is one line of empty. Very good. Not bad.
What does National Day mean to you?
National Day is a day of celebrating Singapore and our identity. And as Scouts, we came here to volunteer to do something that we love.
It's a day for us to express our love for our nation and like all the things we love, for example, our culture, the different races.
Yeah.
We are from the Team Nila, we are sports volunteer
You're the-
from Team Nila.
Sports volunteers from Team Nila.
Yes, a National Day participant.
Yep. And what does National Day mean to you?
It means an Independence Day for us, a day for us to rejoice. We love the peace,
And the cleanliness over here.
cleanliness.
Very
Yeah.
clean.
We have a homeland. We all make your family in together.
Yeah.
Wow, happy birthday Singapore! 61
Happy birthday, Singapore!
61 birthday! 61, going strong, moving on, go beyond!
Right, I've just got to the Istana, which is only open a few times a year. And today, because of the National Day holiday upcoming, it is open. So I thought I'd pay a visit. And the thing is, it's not just available to locals, it's also available to foreigners, but we have to pay. So I think it's about $20 or something like that. And it's basically a donation to the Istana. And the Istana, if you don't know what it is the presidential palace of Singapore. And it opens about 5 or 6 times a year. So I'm about to enter into the grounds for the very first time. Something unique and something you don't see every day. And look at this, look how green it is. I can't believe I'm in the middle of Singapore in the central area, and yet I see this countryside golf course like oasis, which is the presidential palace. And I can't wait to actually check out the grounds because it just keeps going and it's so big. I just can't get over how lush the gardens are here. It is immaculate. It is so pristine, so well landscaped. It is so beautiful. It's like a jungle paradise. So right here is the villa where all of the president's gifts from different heads of state are held. So let's check it out. Check this out. This is a gift from Australia to the President of Singapore. So by the Governor General. Feel the textures of this. I don't know if I can touch it, but look at that. You can feel the texture of the Australian artwork. Looks really cool up close, actually. You know what I find really fascinating about being in the villa here with the artifacts? It's not protected. Look at that. And the fact is, these things are like gifts and they're fragile and they're given by presidents from all around the world. And yet, one knock from my backpack could have a lot of consequences that are not ideal. If Singapore's telling one story about itself this week, let's go find one that isn't. I'm standing in front of mainland Singapore's last remaining kampong or old village, and the fact is, it's left in its original state as you can see, and it's completely surrounded by high-rises and modern Singapore that everyone knows about. And yet, this is completely smack bang in the middle of Singapore's mainland island. I don't need to hike anywhere to get it. I don't need to take a boat to some other island. It's right in the middle of Singapore. One interesting fact about this whole Kampong area is that it's owned by a single family and they refuse to move no matter what the incentives from developers. And you can see it's been in their generation since, and I can't wait to check it out. What is it like living in a HDB apartment and then you're literally right in front of a kampong right here, Is it like, does it feel like any different?
Because
Or?
when I was very young, I stayed in Kampong. Yeah, so I have a bit of like memories of what Kampong life is about.
Yeah.
So when I come here, it's kind of like I feel a sense of
Nostalgic?
like, nostalgia. I feel very comfortable, and
Yeah.
they live a very simple life. Simple, but yet I think they have their time.
Yeah.
They have their free time, and then they take things at a more leisure,
Yeah.
a more slower pace. So
Completely
this is the
surrounded.
contrast. This is the place where the contrast is.
The contrast is
Yeah,
huge.
you see the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, the border is just there, just next to each other.
You know what? I'm absolutely blown away by this place. Like the fact that a village or kampong exists right in the midst of all these high rises, which you see right here. And Mr. T, who's an HDB resident just up the road, was literally just walking here because it just provides a sense of nostalgia, which is pretty cool. And the fact that I can get a perspective that is relatively positive because they're not opposed to this. They actually find this a bit of a sanctuary.
Okay, this is still clean, still orderly. This hasn't changed. But right in the middle of it, there's this. Wooden kampong houses, decades of the same family holding on, real character. That's not something I expected still existed here. Is this one surviving pocket, or is there more to this hiding under everything I thought I already knew? If the kampong was one surviving pocket of that, I wanted to know how much more there was out there. So I did something I'd genuinely never done before. I left the mainland completely.
Just arrived in Pulau Ubin, and I have to say this is a completely different world from what I've seen and come across. And it only takes 10 minutes by ferry and $4 that you pay the driver. And wow, this is like as if I'm in Malaysia. It's not even like in Singapore. How much?
10块了，算15块就好了。
15块. Okay, $15. Okay. The best way to see the island is by bicycle, and to hire one is $15 for the day, which isn't too bad. Wow, I've just got to check Jawa, and right over here is the most historic non-Singapore Asian looking building I've ever seen. It's literally like an English house. It's like a Tudor style ones you find in England. Wow, who'd expect that? Wow, this turns out to be like a visitor center in here. It's got a fireplace as well, because in Singapore it gets very, very cold apparently, so that's why there's a fireplace. Wow, that was an interesting house. Felt like I was in Europe or in England with this, but now look at what's outside here. That is quite a stunning view. Look at how blue the water is. You know, walking along here, I just realized how much of a contrast this place is. Pulau Ubin is like completely underdeveloped and like an old school, like Malaysia and other parts of Asia, whereas literally right across the strait is Changi Airport, and I can see a plane landing right there. And I can't believe how quiet and deserted this place is. There's literally no one here. I'm from super blue waters to suddenly a mangrove swamp. Wow, how biodiverse is this place? Mangroves? Look at that. Look at these mangroves here. Back in the main town and ready for some lunch, and it's good to kind of explore this town because I didn't really get to see it earlier on. I thought I'd take a ride first before coming back, and it's just fascinating to see all these old buildings and old businesses that have probably been here for like decades. So looking forward to this lunch. I have sambal kangkong, which is a classic vegetable dish, and also some kampong chicken, which is chicken that's grown from this farm. So it's got to be good, it's nice and fresh. Let's see how it is.
23块。
23。归你 how long? 9年？
这边啊，我们做了50-60年了。
50-60年。
啊，因为父亲做下来。
Oh, wow. Long time. Wow. She's been here for 50 to 60 years. Can you believe that? 你講阿莫啊？你講阿莫啊？未曉啊？但係你幾年大隻？你大隻幾年啊？啊？
我71年咯。
你大這邊嘅？
我大這邊出世啊。
出世隻啊？哇！出世隻大這邊啊！哇！
大隻隻我出世啊，隻隻
So yeah, the interesting thing about this is that she is 78 years old, born and bred in Pulau Ubin, had this business all her life, although business is not doing very well. And luckily I can speak a bit of Hokkien still from my childhood, although a bit rusty, but I can still strike up a conversation. Otherwise she doesn't speak English. And this is the older generation who are mainly here. I've noticed there's a lot more old people here, and they are pretty much the last of that generation living here. I don't see any young people here. The children have gone to the mainland of Singapore to work. Everything is just as it is like 40, 50 years ago. No changes. This feels like Vietnam or Malaysia or Indonesia, like a village somewhere in the middle of the country. So it's really fascinating to see this in Singapore. Looks like there could be some rain on the way, so I better explore the rest of the island now before it's too late. Right, I've stumbled across this trail and it's a bit of a scramble through the rocks, but it's only 300 meters apparently to a viewpoint, which is called Puaka Hill. Wow, look at the views. I can see into Singapore right in the distance there with all the apartment blocks, and I can see Malaysia on the right, and I can see the lake at the bottom. Wow, okay, it's worth it. There's another lake here, and it says, watch out for crocodiles, stay clear of the water's edge. Yeah, okay, better not go any closer because a croc might jump out at me. These are the generators because the whole island does not have mains power going in, so the whole village is run by these generators. Can you believe it?
This wasn't just one old village anymore. This was an entire island. Rustic, off-grid, completely wild in parts. More of those same wooden kampong houses. 20 minutes by boat from a city that's usually this polished, this planned. Two places now, both still unmistakably clean, still unmistakably Singapore. Just nothing like the version I thought I knew. Then I found something that made even less sense than the off-grid island. A working goat farm, 20 minutes from the tallest building in the country. I couldn't figure out why it was even here.
Did you know that 90% of Singapore's food is imported from elsewhere? It's not every day where I end up at a goat farm, and apparently you can feed them. So I got some feed for $6. So let's check it out. You can see it right here. Look at that, live in action.
It's called 30 by 30, a national target to produce 30% of Singapore's nutritional needs locally by 2030. Not because the farmland is scarce here, it's almost non-existent, but because the country this small and this import-dependent takes food security seriously. And even the answer to the problem still depends on the same problem it's trying to solve. The goat feed itself is imported.
Well, that was interesting seeing how goats get milked, and it's all by machine and automated. So now for the feeding of the goats. So you can see already here, as I'm holding this up, the goats all came up to me, and I haven't even opened it yet. Well, you guys are fast. This guy is getting to my camera. Look at you guys. Whoa, you must be all starving because no one comes to the side. I kind of feel like a big kid feeding kids. It's a pretty therapeutic kind of activity, I have to say. Like something to do on a weekend morning, just to chill, feeding goats, watching them getting milked automatically.
By now, I'd stopped being surprised these places existed and started being surprised I'd never heard of any of them. I thought I'd covered this country completely, and apparently I missed a village, an island, and a farm, and I was still calling this country boring. The last place took me somewhere I didn't expect to feel anything at all. A set of islands most Singaporeans have never been to either.
So I just picked up the ticket for $18, which takes you across a different set of islands along with a timetable. And over here is where people are waiting to board. You can see Lazarus Island over there, and then Sentosa is right over there. I just got to Lazarus Island, and as you can see, this does not feel like Singapore at all. Look at that. There's even tiny homes there for people who want to stay here. Should have found out about this place and stayed overnight if I'd known. Man, I can't believe I'm standing in the middle of a beach in Singapore of all places, and there's not a single person here at all. Can you believe it? And the sand is white and soft, and the water is turquoise blue. Oh my goodness, I think I've just discovered a hidden gem. Wow, this is amazing, and there's no foreigner or no local or anyone here. I don't know why no one goes here. It is so beautiful. And the thing is, this is the part of Singapore that no one even knows about or even visited. And the thing is, not until a few days ago, I didn't know about it either. Oh, what is that? I think that's like a monitor lizard or lizard. Just look at that. Whoa, I think it's trying to whip me away. What is going on? I don't know if they bite. So I was thinking about going in for a dip, but then I saw this sign here that says box jellyfish have been spotted recently in Singapore. Maybe I shouldn't swim in there. Look at that, there's only one convenience store that I've seen, or one shop in the whole island. I thought I'd need to hydrate with some Pocari Sweat. So apparently you can hire some surfboards, kayaking, bikes, everything from this convenience store. I didn't know about it. So this convenience store only opens Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And you can hire all kinds of equipment to have fun across the weekend. But for next time, I'm currently walking across the causeway which links Lazarus Island with St. John's Island. So it's pretty cool how there's a causeway linking the two islands. So pretty much is one whole big island, isn't it? So we'll see what's over there. I've discovered a quarantine station or a prison camp or something like that, because if you look around, it's completely fenced off in two sections, and there's actually watchtowers on each corner to make sure that you're staying within the confines. So I think back then it used to be a quarantine station to try to keep people here, to isolate them because the island is far enough from the mainland, and also a prison because it's far away from any threat. So let's have a look. Look at that. Some old school toilets sitting right here. Oh, what's this? Oh, actual squat toilets. Okay, all of these cubicles are squat toilets right here. You know what this place looks like? It's like a playground for the rich, because look at all these boats with locals having fun, sliding off their water slides and riding on their boats and whatever. Wow, kind of jealous to be honest, because it is actually quite hot. It'd be nice to be in the water. Got to Kusu Island, which is a temple island with its own turtle sanctuary, which I'm yet to find, but this is completely deserted. As you can see, there's no tourists here, not a single person here except for me. And it is pretty quaint and quiet, and I can't believe there's even a temple in the middle of an island here. Oh my gosh, there's actually turtles. Look at that, there's turtles here. Wow. They're literally all coming towards me because they think I have food. Look at that, they're so tame. Who would think? And look at this dude there, just hanging over the other guy with the legs spread out like that. And what is he doing? That turtle. Okay, I think I found the tortoise sanctuary. Look at that. Oh, so many turtles in there, all lined up and sunbaking. Look at that, all these turtles just sunbaking there, jumping in the water. Can you believe this? A beach that is one of the whitest, most beautiful beaches in Asia, sitting right across there in Lazarus Island. Me standing right in Kusu Island, that is a sanctuary of tortoises and a temple full of them, and yet no one really knows about it. Literally, I'm the only one here, and yet it is one of the hidden gems of Singapore and one of those places that no one even talks about or goes to.
4 places and every one of them proved me wrong. I walked into this trip thinking Singapore had gotten so clean, so orderly, so perfect that there was nothing left to actually find. I was wrong, and I wasn't even close. Remember what I said at the start, that after going to Singapore 20 plus times, this place felt too clean, too perfect, and basically boring. I take that back completely. 61 years from nothing to one of the richest countries on earth is a genuinely wild story. But that's the real answer. Singapore's only going to tell one story about itself this week. It's a good story. It's just not the only one.